All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday voting day. It's time for Make HOAG Money. Looking forward to seeing everybody and seeing what kind of opportunities we can find. Welcome everybody in Zoom. Welcome everybody on YouTube. Let's take a look. This is the CFTC disclaimer. It says that there is a lot of risk in trading. It's not suitable for everybody, and we should only use risk capital to trade with. Risk capital is money, to me, that you can afford to lose, but you're not going to have to do that. Succeed in the trading combine. Top Step will put up the risk capital for you. It also states that hypothetical and simulated performance results have certain limitations, and to me, they most certainly do. Mostly the fact that there is no accountability, no consequence, and no rules in trading a simulated account. We're not going to be talking about, and we're not going to be suggesting that anybody take the trades that we're taking. I'm not going to be coming up with them. You are. But remember, this is all for educational purposes. However, it is trading on a live account. Some of the rules for Make HOAG Money, of course, we expect kindness and respect above everything. There's always differences of opinion. When we have people involved in trading, we're going to have a couple of people enabled to talk if they want to. Not going to force anybody to talk, although I have been known to do that once in a while. We're all going to be involved in the decision-making. Context of your trade is going to be helpful. You will be able to show your charts. Those that are in Zoom will be able to vote on those. We'll keep an eye on what's going on in the YouTube side also to see if there's any ideas or comments or questions or things coming out of there. We're only going to be trading the S&Ps for now. We're not going to trade just to trade. We're not going to be taking losing trades, which is, of course, a joke. We know that there are going to be losing trades. We have to accept them and move on, and your feedback about Make HOAG Money is, of course, vital. If you do have feedback, ideas, or ways that you think we can improve Make HOAG Money, please let me know. J. Hoagland, JHOAGLAND, at topstep.com. Let's get ready to rumble here. Here is the platform. Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. I've got Steve Casey that is asking to speak. Is that what you want to do? Let me make you a panelist. You may have to come back into the Zoom room when I make you a panelist, and you'll be able to talk and discuss what we're doing for trades today. Let's see who else we've got here. Anybody else that would like to join, let me know. I got Joe. Joe, let's get Joe in here. You should be able to get in. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, everybody. Sarah in YouTube, good to see you, everybody. Okay, those of you that have your hands up, you should be able to get in as a panelist now. I'm going to promote the panelist again, see if there's something I did wrong. And then you'll be able to speak. Oh, not joining you, sorry. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. If the hand up is just for a question, you can just ask the question in chat. I'm going to get my brother here. Let's get Mortimer in. I don't think we're going to be looking at too much as far as big opportunities here this morning because, again, we know it's election day. All right, there's Mortimer. I didn't ask him if he wanted to trade. I'm making him. Any of my other Fan favorites, let me know. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Good morning. You have Mr. Beeks on too?
No, I don't have Mr. Beeks on here yet. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah. How you feeling? How you doing?
Oh, good. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yeah,
It's good to get away sometimes and good to get back.
yeah. A busy weekend.
Yes. Yes, we did. Yes. All right. Travis has a comment about where Beeks may be, and I think he may be right. So what are we looking at, Rick? I mean, here's the 30-minute. Here's the daily for the S&Ps. We got 38.50 up here as weekly kickoff high as a potential upside target. This line here I've moved up a little bit because we only had 2 points of contact on that. Now we still only have 2 points of contact. So, overall our longer time frame is to the downside, but short time frame, we've put in higher highs, higher lows. We've put in a new low. We're putting in higher highs, higher lows. It's looking like we're going to be opening with a gap. That's NASDAQ. Sorry about that. Looks like we may be opening with a gap. Here's the high from yesterday. We may be opening with a gap. We're up against our overnight highs, which isn't really necessarily all that strong.
Put it daily on the left.
Here's the S&Ps. Naked points of control up here. Here's your 30 on the left.
Is that yellow view up?
Yep. Yeah. So we did have a double distribution trend day yesterday. Sort of. Here's yesterday's regular trading hour session. We're going to be opening above that. So it's leaning less towards repair and more towards continuation. Since we're opening out of balance, do we think about taking the opening range trade? Let's send the poll out there. Opening range trade, yes or no? Opening range trade is once the first minute is established, you put a stop to get short below the opening range. You put a stop to buy to get long above the opening range. And whichever one gets filled, your stop is pretty much already in. We try and keep it less than 5 points in the opening range, which gives us about 6 points of risk. We don't take it. We take it no matter. Beeks is in Congress. Yeah, right. Bob Rudder. So we've got some good participation here. We're at 61% saying yes, 39% saying no to the opening range. We're getting very close to it, and we're out of balance. We're out of range from yesterday. Let's take a look at it and see what we see. Here's the 1 minute chart, which should point out the opening range to us.
I think it's going to be a sit on your hands trading day
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that too.
with the election and then CPI on Thursday.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my expectations extremely reasonable.
something this morning. I think they're looking for 8%.
CPI.
Yeah, it was down. It was 8.1 last time, so they're looking for a little bit lower.
Okay, so we're not getting our it's not giving us our opening range. So we are currently at, I need my glasses.
See Tesla this morning?
No.
Oh. They're recalling like 40,000 vehicles because
Is
of
the batteries?
No power steering issues.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, Tesla was like free falling.
Okay, so we've got our opening range here. If we're going to take it, we better be quick. Yeah, 20.
What's
Okay.
that? What's that total range?
It's 7 or 8 points, but it just opened and took us back into yesterday's range. So we're short it right now. I don't want to risk the entire range. I'm going to risk back to, I think,
Like 37.90.
okay, VWAP is 19. But on that 1 minute chart, it's showing 25. So I'm going to go with 25 for the stop for now.
Oh, for your stop?
Yeah. So we're risking about 5 points on it. The opening range is the high of the session, taking us back into yesterday's range.
Where are you going to harvest the fruit?
I'm thinking if we can get past this upper distribution of time and volume, a point of control from this lower distribution of time and volume from yesterday would be a valid possible potential profit target, which puts us down to about, let's call it 37.90.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays.
It'd be nice. 30.10 profit.
37.
Can you go a little further out on the daily?
So we're going to put a profit target just for seed there. You want the 30 minute again?
Yeah.
Here's the ES 30 minute. So that's going to put us 10 points beyond the overnight low.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty aggressive. You know, we were both sitting here thinking, well, let's keep our expectations reasonable.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going to range trade, you're going to bounce back and forth. If you went out on a daily too, I was watching some other show this morning earlier. There's actually a channel off the dailies, I think it is, or maybe the 30 minute. We've been bouncing off. We hit the bottom of the channel like 3 or 4 times, and the top of the channel 3 or 4 times.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking of your silver?
Pardon?
What are you thinking of your silver?
Oh, I'm in that for the long haul. Actually, Thursday when it was like gold was down at $13 or whatever on the ETFs, you know, I doubled up, and then I caught that pop.
You know what settlement was in the S&Ps today?
So Friday was nice.
It was your old address.
Yeah.
3815.
Yeah.
We just hit it. So now VWAP is showing here 38.19. Do we move our stop down to 20? I hate doing that. So, Greg,
Yeah.
Mike says should have taken the profit already. We should have. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We got a nickel in it.
Yeah, pretty much. We're 1-to-1 reward over risk right now.
I mean, you're not risking anything, so.
Right. I think the risk is quite manageable.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick for group session, can you create a lesson on what to look for and strategy using volume profile when analyzing the CME assets at open and close of days to help create consistency identifying price action behaviors? The volume profile is it's something I look at in very short term views. Like if I were to be thinking that we were going to have a big trend to the day to the downside, I would be using these high volume nodes as resistance to look for opportunities to try and get short. Where I think you're going to find more information is in the TPO profiles, because the TPO profiles offer, I think, more information as far as the auction process and how good of a job it's doing. It leaves excess. It leaves weak highs, poor highs, anomalies. There's lots of nuances in the market profiles that you don't get in the volume profiles. Now, I have nothing against volume profile. It's a part of what I look at, but it's a combination of the market profile and the volume profile that I'm really looking at and I'm really looking for. But send me an email with the specific problems or specific thoughts, ideas, and we will certainly go through them. Tomorrow we have group coaching at 12:30, and I'll look forward to seeing you there. Here is the link for group coaching. If you don't have it, I'll put it in the chat here in Zoom, and I will also put it in the chat in our YouTube channel here. So this is for tomorrow's group coaching session if you do have questions. And my email, here it is.
S&P's turned red just now.
They're below settlement, so they're red. Topstep.com. There it is.
Where's your buy at?
38. Wait. 37.90.
Okay.
Pretty aggressive.
If you get that fill, you owe me $1.
Ah. You mean that fill that fill that I picked? All right, there's my email. Greg. Vince pointing out something really kind of interesting here. The overnight low is exact to the initial balance breakout from yesterday. Is that a weak low, Vince, or is that something we should look at to cover?
You should. It's around number 3,800 or 39. 3,800.
I wasn't talking to you.
Click.
It'd be like one ringy dingy.
The other thing you could do, John, is take your profit, and if it does go back up a little bit, reload.
All right, well, let's check it out. Fish or gut bait. It's a racehorse going on here. No, Caesar, in any of the funded accounts, there is no daily profit limit or overall profit limit on any of those. The goal is keep building. Keep building. Mr. Hoyt is in the room. He says stay short. Another 10 minutes. Overall,
Dollars weak.
Overall, we've got 61% with 50, so more than half people voting, 61% saying fish.
Okay.
What do the people on YouTube say? Matt likes the 37.90 profit target. Because after all, it is a profit deal. That's what we're here doing. It's a profit deal.
Those lows off those highs, John, around 3,800 is going to be a
sticky.
So I said, you need to see the old highs there.
This could be the Dylan Phil.
Yeah.
Let's get Mr. Hoyt on here too. Mr. Hoyt's always available for us on Tuesdays if he wants to.
Dollars breaking.
Joe D he's looking for a liquidation break higher. In other words, take all the shorts that are already in the market, get them out, and they'll look for an opportunity to add to this short.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can take your profit, and if it
comes back up there,
that again, you can just sell it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What's up, Mr. Hoyt?
Hey, how are you?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I saw it's the end of what was it, soccer season or?
Yeah, so the kids had the day off, so they're running around the house already. Pretty soon, and if they do, I'll mute you and make breakfast for them. But I don't know. Maybe you have a buy stop over at 38.17.5 just to keep some profit. I don't know where you're short, but if we start ticking up, I mean, maybe it gets aggressive and you get another shot to reload at 38.25. I don't know.
So 17.5. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's the last, what am I on here? 5-minute chart. Top of the last 5-minute bar is 1675. Then it's just air up to the opening.
Right. All right. Well, we'll take.
So I don't know. That's how I would play it because you know, you want to leave money on the table, or my stop is above the opening range and it's come and get me.
Well, yeah, that's pretty substantial. We weren't into that. It was looking more like keeping our stop the other side of VWAP, which 38.20, which is where we're short, is pretty much VWAP.
Yeah, you took out the low. You took out the low by a few ticks, and it failed.
Yeah.
Didn't follow through. So.
Well, at least we're locking in. All right, we just got ticked out at 17.5, which is where I would be looking to short it, or add to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's just nothing but little volume up here, and the volume is piling up down here.
Well, you can always sell it again if it gets up there.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, we just got ticked out, almost a high tick there, but we don't know what's going to happen now.
Thanks. Glad I could help.
The algorithms are fading you, John. So.
Yeah, they always are. The market loves to make a liar out of me.
Yeah, been there, done that. I was buying A&D on the bounces yesterday, and then got distracted and left $1 on the table.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's all right. I mean, I caught 2 or 3 of them. And
That's good.
missed the big one at the end. It's like chips. You can't just eat one, you know?
No, KJ. You can't withdraw only 50% of your profits. Depends on where you're at in your funded account. You can withdraw it all if you want to go back to step 2. All right, so here we are at the low again. See, we went to basically an assumed point of control in this upper distribution of yesterday's double distribution trend day.
It's bouncing off that low.
It's kind of put in our low.
Yeah.
But with the opening range, the high of the session, I'm very cautious to try and look for a long.
Yeah. Just keep your stop close if you do that too, you know?
Well, you can, because, I mean, if it extends the range, you're probably wrong, so.
Right. But it's bounced a couple times. I'd like to buy it against that 3,800 area.
The overnight low.
Yeah, right along there.
Right there.
You know, like 3802, and then put a 97 stop in or something. Yeah, the Dow is
Yeah, Dow is hitting the high of the day.
Dow's been really strong.
Yeah,
Dow just keeps flying higher.
people getting out of risky equities and going into the blue chips, more stable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what was the Dow had the best month it's had since 1976 last month in October.
Right, it's making new highs right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
See, now, was that... See, now, Greg, this is something that I was talking about in the kind of short term. If we think that the market is going to be on a trend day to the downside, anytime we get to the upper side of a high volume node, those are areas that I look to try and trade in the direction that I think the market's going. Now, you know, we're coming back a little high here.
You can get the dollar DXY on Market Watch, but it is delayed.
Yeah, I get it here.
Yeah. Somebody was asking, I forgot who it was.
Thank you. So if I were to be looking to take this short, my stop would probably be at the other side of the next high volume node, which would put us up here. I wanna refresh this.
Where'd you go?
I just refreshed it because there were some holes in here that looked like it didn't trade at all, and that's not right. So now here's VWAP is 38.19.
Or where'd you cover at?
We put a stop in at 7.5. Remember?
All right.
So we did take a little bit of profit, not much, but
Yeah.
So for me to get short, I'm looking for a pop up to 38.26 quarter right there.
right here.
And then stop above the high of the overnight, which was what?
Overnight high 38.34 quarter.
Oh no, just right here at 34 half. 38.34 half. Yeah, right here from the in cloud. Right, so the question becomes, do we make a new high of the day and now we're gonna go higher? Or do we, did we fill value? Did we get to the top of value from yesterday on this down move?
No, value high is down here.
At 38.90?
Right. Now that's for, when there's a double distribution trend day, Matt, I think of them as two separate areas of two separate distributions with two separate value areas and points of control. So if we were to open in here, okay, I would look for the market to trade to the point of control from this distribution as well as this distribution at some point during that session.
Okay.
So, oops. But we opened outside of it, and then we left the opening range at the high of the session. So when that happens, I have a tendency to think, okay, sellers are in control. We're going to be trying to trade in the direction of the sellers that are so far in control. If we take out the high of the opening range, that of course changes things. Now, what do we got here?
You got a sell order in there?
I don't, not right now. What are we looking for?
I'm looking at 26 quarters.
Okay. So we now have a sell in there, which is inside the opening range.
You got a stop down below too?
I do not. That's just that's the low of the session, low of the overnight. So 34.75 is the high of the overnight. It doesn't show here because I think this stops at 8 o'clock. But we've got a stop in. Do we want to put our stop above the high of the overnight or the high of the session today?
How much risk do you want to take?
We're in.
So where would you cover?
Well, right now I've got it at 38.30 and a quarter, which is a little bit. It's 2 points higher than the high of the regular trading hour session. Because if we take out the high of the opening range, that tells me the sellers are no longer in such great control of the marketplace. And
yeah, but where would you reel it in at?
Like profit?
Like 38. Yeah, how much you want to? What are you looking to make on it? Is my question.
Well, I mean, value is still a lot lower. Value high is here, 23. Value low is the low of the session because of all the volume we put down here.
38.20.
38.20.
VWAP 38.19.
38.19, yes, is VWAP. Well, you want to put a target there?
Well, see the volume go.
I'm happy with this trade location on the short side.
As am I.
We can't make new high. We're going to make new lows.
Right.
Make a run at that value high from the double distribution, which is like 38 even or 37.94.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
We'll see. We don't have any economic numbers, anything coming out here in the next few minutes, so we have to see.
Ever done a history on voting day, what the market typically does?
Well, I remember one in particular. You called me at 3 o'clock in the morning going, S&Ps are down the limit. What the hell do we do? Do you remember my answer?
No.
Buy more.
Yeah. It's just. Dollar. Metals are rallying here. I'll find out why. Hold on. Weak dollar.
Yeah, here's gold.
Gold's up 360 right now. It's up $4. Down. It's up $15 off its low for at 4 in the morning.
Hmm.
Don't need it.
Somebody get out and push.
I like our location. I just don't know what's going to happen. Here's what I do know. If we make new highs, my next place to maybe just notice a level on the upside is like 38.72, right? That would be like, maybe we'll get there. I don't know. Not that I'm going to do anything. See what price tells me when we get there and make a move. But if we start failing here, I mean, on the higher time frames, I don't see why we can't hit 37.90. I mean, there's just.
I guess they just released the Powerball numbers. Everybody check your tickets.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, Eileen came in and grabbed ours.
Just now?
Yeah, they delayed it because there was some sort of security issue or something. So they didn't announce them last night. They announced them this morning.
Wow.
Hey, honey.
Yeah?
The Powerball numbers just came out. Check them.
Wait. What?
The Powerball numbers just came out.
Oh, yeah.
Check them.
I'll check them.
If I'm all of a sudden gone, we know what happened.
No, you'll probably just start trading 100 lots.
Booking a flight.
Okay, we're going to get a really high change in TPO here.
I mean, that was a good sell spot. It's really trying to test that again.
Yeah, so a couple reasons why I liked it. The 5-minute chart, if you go from the low at like 6:40 this morning to the top, take the size of that swing, go from the low we just made at 11 even, and it comes up to like 26.5. Plus, it's kind of like the first 5 minute, the bar that when we opened, the bar before that was like even with the low. So there's a couple things in there that was like, okay.
So
And
you're
it's a cheap risk
so you're
above
doing
the
the
high.
measurement like this, up to here, and then up to here, and then
Yeah,
going to the low,
is that a moving average going right across, right above that
going to the
level?
low, up to 26 right there. So you're just
Exactly.
taking that measurement.
Yeah.
I'm onto you, Matt. I know
Look at
you.
Also, look at this. On the opening bar is a wide range bar down.
Please.
The bar right before that, the low of that kind of lines up with the high of that measurement. So there was another reason why we could fill that gap. Plus we have that to contend with. I don't know, just a couple little things kind of come into play. We'll see if it pays us.
Is there any talks from feds today?
Nope. Nope. They're all voting.
Yeah.
They didn't vote early. They waited for today.
Vote early and vote often.
Vote early and often.
That's Chicago.
That is Chicago.
Mayor Daley's gonna win.
If only.
The machines are already out, you know. It's all they can do is spit out.
So Ben, been a long time since Ben traded gold. Didn't like the poor low against the overnight volume point of control. It was up over 550 and CL. Oh, kept shorting gold and I screwed up my day. Dang. So I asked about the dollar index. Really need live data. Don't trade it enough to want to pay for it. Thing is, I imagine it might roll over before the end of the day or before the end of the session and take out the low, but I'm out of bullets for today. Almost sat out today because of the elections. Got to listen to that voice. It's always right. It is, isn't it? Yeah, we're just small range here. We've got Delta. We've got a pretty positive Delta. It's 5,500 in T4. 5,500 positive, and we haven't taken out the high of the opening range.
The Dow's selling off a little bit right now.
Look at that Delta, 5,200 positive, and the opening range is the high of the day. And it's aggressive buying. It should be moving higher, but it doesn't seem to wanna.
And the Dow's bouncing a little bit. It's still, it was up to 114. It's down to 110.28. What else? But I don't know, something, metal, something, there's a lot going on in the background of the metals too, besides the dollar. So.
Cha-ching.
The Dow's in one market that hasn't cracked a swing low. The SPOO cracked that swing low at 38.20 or 38.18, wherever that prior low was, just on a 5-minute chart. So that's, to me, is the change in behavior. Every market has it except the Dow. So maybe that keeps us afloat for a while and see what it does. I don't know.
A little support here at VWAP.
Well, hopefully we take out today's low, and we have good trade locations so we can kind of hang in there.
Right.
Where's your stop, Hoag? Are you above the high, or are you at the 38.30?
38.30 quarter right there.
Oh, quarter. Okay.
Trying to keep expectations reasonable, and that includes risk. So the opening range is the high of the day. That's important.
Move your stop down.
That's important to me.
Right. So you don't feel like it's worth it to get above the 24-hour high at 34?
34 a quarter? No. If we get up there, I'm looking for a move up to weekly kickoff high at 38.50.
Where's your stop at? Where the
30 quarter.
Yeah.
So we're risking
You
4
think if we get above
points.
a quarter, it's not a head fake. It's going to be we're making new highs. And that's
Well, I think there's the possibility of it, especially with the amount of positive delta we're seeing. We're at 6,500 positive delta. That's 6,500 more contracts traded on the offer than on the bid. It's indicating that there are more aggressive buyers in the marketplace, but they have not been able to push price above the opening range yet.
Yeah, I can't break that VWAP. I'd like to see it get below there.
So if there are longer time frame traders, just placing offers using ICE orders basically to accumulate shorts or get out of longs, if they stay here long enough, they're going to end up getting the short time frame traders way too long, and if they don't get paid on that, they're gonna pitch. They're gonna turn the other cheek and start selling the shit out of this thing. But it all depends on if they're able to push price above the high of the opening range and attract more buyers.
Okay.
Yeah, that VWAP was pretty supportive there. So
That's what I'm saying. I'd like to see it get below there.
that's what we were hoping for, but we didn't get it. You fill one hand with wishes and the other with crap and see which fills up faster.
Well, they're pressing this level here. Let's see.
Now we're up to 7,500, 7,400 positive delta, and we're not rallying, at least not yet. This is to a degree a divergence in delta because the price has been mainly going the other direction. We got very aggressive buyers here. What are they running into?
Dog.
Paisley. So if all those longs start getting nervous, that 7,500 in positive delta, if they all jump the other direction, we're going to put in a new daily session low. Only if we cover this short, though. Yeah, we're still short, Travis. Delta just holding. It's the waiting that's the hardest part, isn't it?
Isn't that a song?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Gold, dude. Gold. Something's going on. Yep. Well, it's up $6. I like it.
The waiting is the hardest part. I'm going to get in trouble for this one of these days.
Okay, now it's gonna play.
Yeah, Tom Petty's helping us out.
I'm gonna play free fall.
Well, that didn't work. Well, maybe it will. Who knows? $8,000 positive delta. These buyers win.
Dow's showing a little strength.
Yeah, back near the high.
Yeah. Now it's back. Now it's kind of bouncing around right around 33.
Bob Rutter saying the NASDAQ is totally sideways.
Yeah.
Well, if we run out of time, we still have this on. I'm going to just let this play as it is, or MOC.
Or hit the buy down there.
Well, we got a 3,800 and a quarter is our target. Your spot down there, Rick.
Yeah.
So if we run out of time, we'll just let this play out. We know what our risk is.
You could probably go out and vote, come back and
Well, vote, yeah, right there. I already voted a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're short though. I mean, it's like the fourth attempt to get through that.
Yep. And we keep getting higher and higher as far as Delta is concerned. I mean, the buyers are still very aggressive, but not moving price.
It's not taking them anywhere.
No, it's not moving price.
Yeah. Get the dice out, John.
Pardon?
I said get the dice out.
Yeah, right.
I'd love to see it dip below that VWAP.
Yes. Get out and push, would you?
Well, we gather energy for something. I mean, if there's a lot of stuff, I don't know what volume is going through here, but we'll see soon enough.
Jordan, it's good to see. Sorry, you're both not feeling all that well.
Is it COVID?
I don't know. He just says he's sick and his wife isn't feeling that well, and he's just saying glad to be back.
Every gold and silver just like slowly just floating up in the air like a hot air balloon.
So now we're 9,000 in positive delta. Just took out the high of the opening range and hit those stops. There's always a bunch of stops there. Now it's time for the real decision making here. If we don't see buyers continue in this market, this thing could turn.
And if we go upside, what are you looking at upside?
Well, I mean, my weekly kickoff high is 38.50.
Yeah, okay.
Caesar's saying cut bait.
Well, we know what our risk is. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I just hate to see you get hit and have it turn around. But
Yeah, that happens. It happens to everybody.
yeah, come on.
91, 9200 positive delta. Those buyers are aggressive. And there they go.
I like to see it fall like that.
So the buyers just back off for a minute.
Dollar's falling. That's what he's saying here.
Yeah, weak dollar makes for stronger equities, yes?
He said it's below 110, so that's huge.
Yeah, it's coming off.
Silver's up 54. Wow. Gold's up 23 bucks. I mean, it's if you look at the chart, I mean, it's like straight up from 1680 to $17. Just like,
Gold.
yeah. I wanted it to break.
Wow, look at that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Dollar's just getting smoked. Yeah, we're out.
Sure took a lot of work.
Boy, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
10,000 10,000 in positive delta. You just see what it does around the overnight high. If it gets above that and can't hold, then I think maybe we look for the short.
So where does positive delta have to be for you to be astonished? I mean, is 10,000 different or what?
Well, yeah, 10,000 is pretty strong for this point in the day. You know, what I would have liked to have seen, Matt, is the opening range to stay the high of the day, and price to hold here on increasing delta, and then price to move lower, and delta continuing to increase in positivity, and price moving lower on even higher delta, because that tells me that there's I call it a snake in the woodpile. There is a longer time frame trader getting an accumulation taken care of today. And what that does is it ends up getting the short time frame market order buyers so long that by the end of the day, most of them are going to be going home. And if price moves against them all day long at the end of the day, that's when you get the big late spikes to the downside, or in the other case, to the upside. But so far, they've worked really hard to get price up to this level.
Right.
Now, if it's all time frames acting in concert, the opening range would probably end up being the low of the day.
Okay, there we go. New high.
So now the old high was 38, was it 34 quarter, right? And we really haven't come back inside the opening range since we really broke out above it. So now I'm going to probably suck wind a little bit here and figure out where to go from there.
Fair enough.
Go further out on the daily on the left. Can you
The naked point of control up here, 38.50's weekly kickoff high.
Yeah, they're, and I think 70. Look at the other one that behind it. Because if you look at strictly a daily chart, that 3870 is key.
Wow.
You like that because of that, right?
Yeah, but if you, is that,
That's
right?
that's a
Yeah,
daily.
yeah, you draw a line along the tops, going about 45 degrees
You mean here?
bottom left to the top right, and then do the same thing at the bottom. No. In a channel, you want to do a channel. So you're underneath the lows and then over the tops of that. It's kind of like a rising.
You're saying the October
Right.
3rd
I see
top?
what you're saying.
No. See that green spike there?
October 3rd?
Whatever, I can't tell what date it is. To the right, to the left. To the
Beginning
left.
of your screen. The first bar on your screen.
No.
No?
That top. John, go from that top down to the bottom left.
Here.
Along the tops. No. You're going the wrong way.
What the fuck?
The top, the one you just had.
Nobody knows what you're saying.
Top of that green bar.
This one here.
Yeah. And now go towards 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock off the tops.
Oh, back in time, you're saying.
There you go. Got a little bit of a channel there. See that?
Uh-huh.
And then parallel to that, you do the bottoms. And that's what I was saying. They've been bouncing off.
So you're going from here.
Well, you can do the wicks if you want. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want the.
Yeah, it looks a little different on mine, but you are doing lower highs and lower lows. So
Well, this is showing higher highs and higher lows.
I mean, yeah. But since then, John, since then,
So since here.
yeah.
Right.
But that 3870 area is a key area.
You like this up here. This
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah,
Got some potential repair up here as well.
it's got potential.
Okay, so how are we doing holding up above the overnight high? Delta's 10,000. Now we are just under the overnight high. Just at the overnight high. Shit, I gotta go. Let's see what happens.
Maybe I'll buy a pullback down to
Yeah, now it'll break. Stopped you out, now it'll break. Yep.
28 even.
Caesar, I and myself are going on vacation today. Why not? It's always a good idea. All right, I gotta run, guys. Thanks for the help. Thanks for joining, and thanks to you guys for helping out. Trade well, everyone.
Yep, trade well, everybody.
Have a great day, and see you for Coach's Playbook and the recap today. We'll see what happens by the end of the day. Trade well.
Bye.
See you guys.